Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our ADT yet again. Didn't we have one just last week? This is the May ADT. So we are now midway through 2024. And how are you doing as far as your business is concerned? Have you made the progress that you were hoping for? Have you maybe slid back slightly? Don't worry. You can never lose if you don't quit. So as long as you keep going, do the basics, we'll get there one day. So I am the MC, and I've just been relegated to doing the plan as well. So you've got to put up with me for a little bit longer. And I'm not going to do my timer for this one just because my plan is a set time anyway. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of that. So, okay. So welcome to everybody here tonight. It's good that we can join from all parts of the world and not have to travel too far. And I know some people are a lot colder than others. I think some of the rest of us will be a lot colder in the next day or two, going up to Bloemfontein, but all is good. So just some basic housekeeping at about the 39-minute mark. We'll check and see how we're going with time, but because it's an extended time, we will quit for approximately 15 minutes and then come back again. So we'll have a comfort break, commercial break in the middle, and then come back for round number 2. But I'm going to start right now by sharing my screen and sharing the plan and see if I can make it a little bit more lively. Where we go, just hide some of these goodies over here. I'm going to shrink down that timer and get going. So it all starts with your why. Why are you doing this business? What is your reason? And the goal is to die with memories, not dreams. We so often spend our time looking at things and saying, oh, I wish, I wish, I wish. But we shouldn't just be wishing. We should be making those memories, because memories outlast the wishes. And life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So where is your comfort zone? I'll shrink this thing down as well. Hide that. So as I said, we start with why. And as Cesar likes to say, what hurts you? What's your reason? It starts with you. You need to have the reason. And the next thing is to develop 3 basic daily success habits. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change our shopping habits and use our own products, because this is a business that we are doing. And if you owned a franchise store, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be going to the opposition franchise store to get your basic groceries. You just shop from your own shop. Just makes common sense. Yeah, if you have a restaurant, maybe you'll go and see what the other people are doing. But if you've got a chain store, you're not going to go to your opposition chain store and purchase the exact same products. That's what's on your shelf. So this is what you're going to do over here. We have our own products that we can get in a chain store, but ours are better and more economical. So the first thing you do is you're going to register with Neolife. And immediately that you do that, you get a buying card that entitles you to an across-the-board 20% discount. There's some incentive if nothing else is. But who is Neolife? They're a company that's been around for more than 60 years. They've been in South Africa for more than 50 years. And interestingly enough, there's still an awful lot of people that have never heard of us. Neolife is in over 50 countries. We have a unique scientific advisory board made up of experts in their fields. They are all leading experts in their individual fields of nutrition and microbiology and product development, etc. And here we're getting a new member coming onto the SAB quite soon as well, which is great. The more knowledge we can get behind our products, the better. And these are the guys that vet all of our products. They check them to make sure that everything is legal and above board and it works. So we just get the really difficult job of talking to people and using our own products. And we've got 4 ranges of products, namely personal care, skin care, weight management, and home care. I won't get into all of that at the moment because I don't really have a lot of time for that. But as I said, this is a business. So business is designed to make money. So how do we do this? Now, people sometimes get scared about selling, and it really depends on your definition of selling. If you've got somebody who's got a challenge and you know that some of your products will help their challenge, are you selling them stuff or are you offering them a solution? So we're going to work on the assumption that we're offering them a solution. And we've got a few people who we know, who we've interacted with, who've got challenges, and we've offered them a solution. And they've said, yes, please, I'd really like to have that solution to my challenge. And they become your customers. So what they do is they give you money. You take that money, you pay the company, and there's that 20% discount that you get. Well, that's profit that goes into your back pocket. Isn't it nice to get paid on a daily basis instead of a monthly basis? Now, because this company is in over 50 countries around the world, we need a common currency because rand, dollar, euro, pound is all different, but the products are the same in all those countries. Sometimes they change the names, but we work on a point value for every product. So for instance, a bottle of Super 10 in South Africa is worth 10 points. In America, it's worth 10 points. In Australia, it's worth 10 points. So we work on these PV or point value system. And just to summarize everything, I'm not a mathematician. I'm not very bright when it comes to numbers, but we're going to say that between what you are personally using, remember you are customer number 1, and your friends who you're helping with their challenges, you're using about 100 or more points per month. So how do we get these customers? As I said, we talk to people. We talk to them about the products. And we ask them if they would be open to looking at a way to earn some extra money. If not, no big deal. You know, if they want to make money, great. If they want to share their money with you, even better. We're not going to push anybody. We're simply asking the question, much like, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like to earn some extra money? There's only 2 answers. Yes or no. So we're going to talk to these people. And we've got, for instance, 6 people who said, yeah, actually, now that you put it that way, we like the products. We also would like to have a little bit of extra money in our pocket every month. So please show us how to do that. So we've got 6 people. Hopefully we've got at least 6 friends. You'll know about why that is one day. But we are going to show them exactly how to do what we're doing. Get a few customers, you know, some friends who've got challenges. They use their own products, and they're all using 100 or more points a month. Now, as I said, I'm not a mathematician, but if you can add up all these figures over here, you'll find that it comes to a grand total of 700 points. Now, what happens is the company does a lot of hard work for us in the background. So they look at this and say, thank you, first of all, for being a loyal customer. Thank you for introducing a few friends to the business and to become loyal customers as well. So as a result, we, at the end of the month, are going to give you somewhere in the region of about, it could be more, could be less, 800 Rand split between your profit and your commission bonus. 800 Rand, it's not that much. You really can't even fill your car tank with fuel with 800 Rand, but you can make it 3/4 full. And you could maybe buy a little bit of extra bread and milk this month. Who knows? But now there's more, as they say in the classics. So we are now starting to make 800 Rand. All these other people, they haven't made anything except a little bit of profit. Now we've got one friend who's been watching us and says, hang on, I need to put some petrol in my car as well. Show me how. So we do. We show them and we work with them. They don't work for us. We, in fact, work for them. And we show them how to find a couple of friends to do exactly what we're doing, use the 100+ points a month, and show a couple of other friends to use 100+ points a month. This is not rocket science. We have a rocket scientist in our SAB board, but we leave that to him. We do the easy bits. So again, this little unit comes to 700 points. Now, when you add the 700 points to the now 500 points over here, what do you get? Okay, sorry, 600 points. Told you I wasn't a mathematician. You now get a grand total of 1,300 points per month. And now you're starting to be able to put in petrol twice a month, because now you're getting roughly about 1,500 Rand between your profit and your bonus. Is that worth it? Maybe. But do you really want to just stop at 1,500 Rand a month or 800 Rand a month? I don't think so. Because when you get money, you want more money, because that's how it works. But this is a business where it's a business of your own. But unlike the great big harsh world out there, we're not on our own. We've got team members. Everybody you see on this talk tonight are part of the Eagle team, who is our support structure. They help us with training. We do this every Wednesday. We're going into Bloemfontein for intensive training this coming weekend. And it's worth it. They give us the support, both moral as well as training support. And they help us with personal development. And that, just as a small aside, has been more valuable to me personally than all the success I've had with the products over the years and how beneficial they've been to myself and my family and my customers. So personal development and training is your third daily success habit, because if you don't develop yourself, you're never going to get out of where you are. Because as we said earlier, in order for things to change, we have to change. And if you've never learned how, you need to do the personal development and training. And we will supply that free of charge. How's that for a bonus? So we go on, because now other friends have been getting a bit jealous, and they've been seeing both ourselves and our friend number one able to put in petrol twice a month, where they've only been able to put it in maybe not even quite full of a full tank once a month. And they said, hey, show us how. So the training, come to these meetings and you'll learn how. But to speed things up, we now have our 5 friends plus ourselves doing the basics, plus the friend over here. Now we've got 6 people doing 700 points or more a month, plus our own just 100 points, gets you a grand total of 4,300 points, which gives you the enviable title of your director of your own company, your international company, no less. Now, directors get good pay. Now we're earning in the region of between 9,000 to 11,000 Rand or more every month. Now you can afford to buy the car to put the petrol in. Does that sound better? It gets better than that, but we don't really have time for this, because there is no ceiling to this business. There's no limit where this is the maximum income you're going to get, and that's where it's going to stay until the day you die. Because the more people we help, the more money we get. How's that for a bonus? But remember, if you always do what you've always done, you always get what you've always got. But to change, you need to do today what others won't, so that you can do tomorrow what others can't, because they weren't willing to change. So what's your next step? You need to have a desire. What is your desire? Why do you want to do this? Is it just because it's my friend can't be into this, or I really need this money because I really need this car, because I really need to be able to drive around and help my family get from point A to point B, or maybe even help them, buy them a car. You never know. But you need a desire and you need an opportunity. Well, I've just showed you the opportunity. And then you need to make a decision and take action, because just looking isn't going to do it. Just sitting in the trainings isn't going to do it. And that I can tell you from personal experience. You can train until you are the greatest doctorate in the world, but if you don't put it into action, you're never going to get anywhere. Like the Comrades Marathon runners. If they didn't start the running and they didn't put it into action, they could watch every Comrades race for the last 50 years. They didn't put the action in, they wouldn't get to the end. So please communicate with the person who showed this to you and say, listen, I'm ready to take that action. Show me what to do. The hardest thing to do is leaving your comfort zone, but you have to let go of the life you're familiar with and take the risk to live the life you dream about. You will never progress if you don't take the risk. So do yourself a favor, unlock your life potential. Go out, grab the bait, and rise above all those just wishing. Here we go. So let me stop sharing. Oops.
Well done, Sean.
Thank you. All right. That was the plan. So who do you know that you're going to help with to get this plan? And what we need to do is we need to get some achievements. And the person who's going to teach us how to achieve those achievements or go through the process to get the achievements is Ansi. Ansi, can you unmute and take it away? You've got 10 minutes. Just unmute yourself.
No.
Ansi? I can't see you. You seem to be muted. Okay. I will assume you've got a connection problem over there. So we're going to skip to the next one, and that's John. If you can teach us how to work with our team. You've got 10 minutes, and I'm starting the timer now.
Oh, good. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Sean. And I'm really excited to see the leadership that are on this Zoom tonight. Well done, and congratulations for coming here. I think looking at your team, it's a part of a family, and the main thing that you need to impart is that they're not in business for themselves. Sure, they're in business by themselves, but not alone. We are there to help them, and it's our job or our mission is to equip them that we can duplicate ourselves in other people. If we make it too difficult or too hard, or our system is only read by learned people from the university, you're not going to get many followers. So if you can just understand that everyone has got their own goal, they've got their own rate of speed, and everyone is very, very important and precious in your team. And it's a building of a lifelong relationship. I'm just looking at a few people on this Zoom tonight. Debbie and I have known them for many, many years. And very shortly after you got them on the right road, they pick up the baton and they run with it. It just depends on their training. There's no bosses in the business. And to work with your team, what do you equip them with? It's communication. You've got to pass down the information that you get either from head office or that you get from Neolife, or something that you have in listening to tapes, pass on positive. Just remember, everything positive goes down line. Anything that's negative, if there is anything that's negative, put it upline. It's important that we know where we stand. So now, looking at your particular team, it's you communicate to them in a fashion where they can understand. So it's better to show them and go with them rather than send them an email or a WhatsApp message. If you WhatsApp message to say, look, this is how you greet people and this is how you do a BI or a quality interview, it's not going to, they might have something on a hard copy, but unless you show them what to do, they're going to be floundering, and very shortly they'll get fewer and fewer interview meetings with you. If you have a look at other things that we communicate, remember your actions speak louder than your words. So you might be saying, I've got this and I'm doing that and this, but have a look at yourself. If you're going to be duplicating yourself, some of us, I would say, we've got the vision, so we've got to incorporate, we've got to get people to look at the vision. Now, our vision is to get the steps up. We've got to, Debbie and our vision is to get leadership developed, and we've got beautiful leaders on this chat right now. So we want to get you to world team and above. And there's nothing stopping you. As Sean said there, you are your own boss. There's no ceiling. That's why this weekend coming up is so vitally important to grow your business. If you're serious, you're going to look at it and say, let's see what tips I can learn and bring it back for my team that can't get there. If your upline hasn't got there, we're waiting on edge to listen to what you have got there, because it's your growth. If you grow, we will grow. So it's a upward and downward message movement of information. If you're looking at communicating cross-line, I think that the worst thing to do is to try and tell another person's team how to do the business. It's like interfering with somebody else's children, and they don't take kindly to that. If you have a look at what you say to the cross line, and I mean cross line is anyone who's not in Osprey team, or they are also, be very friendly and courteous, especially with the people at the warehouse. They work for us and we need them desperately. And a lot of times they've helped Debbie and I out of a jam. I've known some people that are very rough with the people at the warehouse, and really they don't get much out of much change. They'll just do their job, and they've been paid. They're paid a salary to do a job, 8 to 4, whatever the times are. So we've got to treat them with courtesy as part of your team. And communicate, this is the thing, we know that there's going to be a price adjustment in July. So now, when do you communicate that to your team? Do you spring it on them as a total surprise? The next day they say, oh, what's happened? My orders aren't going through. No, there was an adjustment yesterday. It's good to inform everybody that there will be an adjustment. That's just one item. But there are a lot of other things that helped you. And this business really, Guy, it's based on tips. A lot of people have tried to write a manual, and this is the way to do it, and that is the way. But it's actually gone out of date within a few months after it's been printed. So my encouragement is, don't miss a meeting. Go to every event that you can. You're going to grow, grow, grow. And you don't know how much you can grow. Everyone thinks they are doing okay. Compared to what? You're doing okay to where? So if you go, and I've always said this, Sean, your team and those who are going to Bloom, take a picture of yourself before you go, because when you get back, you're not going to look the same way as you did when you went. You will change. Your attitude will change. You will become more positive, and you're going to start burning through to the next step. So my encouragement is attend every meeting, treat your team. Everyone is precious. We love you all, and we'll see you not only at the top, but we might see you on one of those beaches of the world. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Yes. And it's so nice to have that team and the support all around you at any time, because sometimes life happens and you get in a jam and you don't know what to do. There's always somebody around to help you and to guide you along that way. Right, Ansi, I see you are back. So if you can tell us how we can go through the achievement process to achieve the goals and the why that we want to achieve. You got 10 minutes starting now.
Thank you very much, Sean. Yes, that is very important. There is quite a few steps. So let me start by number 1. We need a desire. A desire to have a why. As we all know, as Charlie always says, the why is very, very important. Focus on your dream. You have to nurture it. As Sean said, a dream is not a dream to daydream, then you won't go anywhere. Achievers learn to picture the things they actually want to do. With this desire, you can overcome obstacles, and obstacles will be there. So let's just do it and keep positive. Number 2, goals. The clearer your dream, the more clearer we'll have a form as a goal. Desire causes us to dream. A goal makes us to dream tangible. Number 3, planning is vital to achieve. And for that, we have to stick to our plans to achieve it. And we don't fail to plan, but we will fail if we don't plan. Number 4, action is very, very important. And we have to be serious about our desires and therefore to take action. Number 5, believe. If you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're also right. So to close, believing, doing it, you want to succeed. Believing it, seeing it. Take action that gives you results. Positive results will give you confidence. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you. Short, sweet, and to the point, as always. Well done. All right. We don't have that much time left. And I think Dawn has been given about 10 minutes, and we don't have 10 minutes left. So if everybody's okay, I'm going to stop the recording. We'll take a 15-minute break and come back, and we'll start off with you, Vic and Dawn.
Apologies, Dawn's totally messed up with